Hello YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim, man. Walking up the street, man, all I see is boots on cars. They have these things, if you don't pay your parking tickets, bro, you get these boots, these yellow boots. They go on the wheel of your car. Walked up the street, I see so many on cars, man. You know, there's a lot of people out here on hard times and you kicking them while they down. You putting boots on their cars, you making it illegal to park in certain areas. You making it illegal to park in front of their damn houses. What do they supposed to park at? Dude, it's like you trying your best to fuck this all up. And people are just tired and they're angry, bro. I'm looking up the street and I'm seeing more and more red light cameras every damn where. It's like you're being nickeled and dimed. Every damn time you get a bell out, it's like all of a sudden you bailing somebody else out, man. I'm just tired. I'm just frustrated. They're talking about going up on a fucking rent. Dude, have you not even heard of that? I was looking at my damn gas bill. That motherfucker went up. I understand this time of year it's going to be expensive, but damn, I was looking at that light bill and it doubled. Like I told you, shit is real out here, bro. They talking about going up on a phone plan. I'm like, you playing. I know you want to see a lighthearted toy channel, man, but sometimes I can't be lighthearted and be just a toy channel because it's real shit affecting real people out here. Man, sometimes you just get tired of seeing it, man. You see the police cars out there, man, and I'm like, hell, they chilling. I guess they like, shit, we tired too, man. You see them just sitting off to the side, just sitting there. I'm like, hell, ain't nobody doing too much of shit. I guess everybody is upset. You looking at certain hospitals, they are so far in the red that they talking about closing. I'm like, so you talking about closing all the hospitals in the areas where people have been losing their jobs? Dude, you know the true reason why they closed all those schools up, right? Back in the day, you know, in the inner city, the urban area, I said just like that. They said they closed the schools up and they combined the schools because of resources and things like that, because these schools weren't able to have 100% attendance. The population is down. People are moving away. Dude, if the rent just done jumped from $1,000 to $2,000 and your wages haven't jumped as well, you are in a conundrum. You sitting here thinking to yourself, maybe I'm about to go somewhere else, take my family and move. See, people are thinking now. They're not looking. They're not just, taking it. They reacting. They're accepting the reality and saying, hey, this is what I'm about to do now. See, people are not sitting back taking that shit like they were before. Now they like, look, we're about to do something. We're about to make a move. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. Man, it's time. Dude, we've been sitting here going through shit for the longest, man. And it just seems like it's like stuff is steady getting worse, bro. And it's like, man, nobody's saying any damn thing. The gas quality and the cars are not even what they used to be, man. The gas seems so damn watered down that your car's reacting to it. And you wondering why your car acting funny. It's the gas. Bro, it's like, wow. It's like, I need a minute. And that's what people been saying. I need a minute. And people are not having kids too much anymore because of hell, I can't afford to take care of myself. I'm hearing adults say that. You know, some of them just got out of college. Some of them realized once they got out of college how much of debt they were in. It was fun while you was going to college not paying for this shit. Again, a lot of parents don't have the money no more to put up money to send you to college. Now you got to pay yourself. And you looking at, you in there having fun, you at parties, you shaking your ass. Now all of a sudden you realize once you get out, you about to pay $100,000 back. And guess what? The job, damn prospects out there only paying you $30,000 a year. Starting out. Now think about it. You done went into this high-ass profession with this high-ass tuition bill, thinking you about to rack up. See, this is where I talk to people. Now it's about being practical. People are getting degrees in anything. Diversity training. You need to get a damn degree in either nursing, doctor, dentist, x-ray tech. You need to get something phlebotomist. You need to get something that's really, really relevant, man. You know, when I was telling people to get trades, going to school to be a electrician, a plumber, and people were like, oh man, plumber, I don't want to have shit on me. Motherfucker, look at it just like this. You have a job that's in constant need. You need plumbers. You need electricians. You need roofers. You need people that's going to come in and fix shit when it breaks down. Bro, you need those people. And those people charge you $100 just to walk through the fucking door. And that ain't even included on the bill. That's just to get them in there. This is why I talk to you about having probable skills. You know, my friend was telling me, he said, man, you know, we called the plumber out and, you know, I was trying to figure out how do we, you know, unblock this. Man, you know, I was checking out everything that he was doing, man. And, you know, I got some of the tools myself. And he said, man, next time it got clogged up, I unclogged it. You know, see, this is what's happening now. People are starting to catch on. Like, look, I should be learning some of this stuff. When you own a home, bro, you should have a handyman's license, bro. You should be able to, you know, pretty much look at stuff and be like, okay, this might be wrong. I need to see how we gonna go about doing this. How we gonna pay this bill? How we gonna do that? But see, people ain't thinking of that. See, people thinking about the nonsense, not, you know, the big stuff. The big stuff, man, is like, damn, these bills are rising. How we gonna pay all this shit, man? You know, we like sitting here thinking you taking on a house mortgage here in Chicago from $350,000 to $500,000. That's basically the average home in Chicago right now. And I'm gonna say, and that's on the better part of town. 350,000 on up. You maybe can, you know, go far as, you know, low as 300,000. But man, that's far and in between. You know, and I'm saying, I want you to think about that. Then I want you to think about the mortgage breakdown. How much you paying a month? How much your utilities? You know, you are responsible for everything in that house now. You know, all your utilities, the water, you know, the gas, the light, the garbage removal. You're responsible. Property taxes. You're responsible for every damn thing. If the roof get a leak, you're responsible for it. If the plumbing gets bad, you're responsible. If, you know, just anything. You see, this is what a lot of people are starting to notice. A lot of people are shying away from houses now. And this is why they're building so many apartment buildings. You know, and that's one of the reasons also they're building a lot of apartment buildings because they don't want you to own anything. And to be honest, you never did own the home. You may have owned the home, but you don't own the land. And, you know, see, that's the thing. This is a corporation that we live in. We live in a business. This country is a business now. And guess what? We're on a losing end, bro. We haven't came in anywhere in, like, the top 100 places to stay, really. Bro, shit has gotten bad here. And people are starting to notice. People are going to other countries. You know how expensive Canada is? And people are going there instead of here. Crazy talk, ain't it? Canada want people who are still able to have kids because the population is going down. Just like with China. At one point, you used to only have one kid. Now they talking about have as many kids as you can. Because again, there are ghost cities in China. There are places where nobody lives. Dude, and you sitting there like, with all them people, you need the land. Dude, some places, just no. We're in a situation right now where I call it a pressure cooker. We're waiting for the next shoe to drop. That's what it seems like. It's like we're waiting for the pressure cooker to actually explode before anybody really notices. See, people don't pay attention to this shit. They're too busy worried about all the little subtle nuances of the nonsense, man. This is where you pay attention with reality in life. When it gets bad, this is when you start reacting, man. This is when you should be noticing, like, man, wait, hold on. The food done went up. When them eggs went up, man, stop eating eggs. So simple as that. People are like, man, but, you know, the eggs damn near $20, man, and I got to get a smaller thing eggs. I said, I didn't even know you ate eggs like that. Well, I don't, but I got to get a... Then what the hell you buying them for? If you haven't bought eggs and all that damn time, see, this is how they get you. They raise the price on something, and they actually get you to buy it. They be like, Oh man, it's a shortage on this, and you like, man, I got to get as many as I could. You like, I don't even eat eggs. Like, what the fuck? Oh man, we got a shortage on peanut butter. People bad up peanut butter. You like, fuck, I ain't never seen you eat peanut butter a day in your life. You like, what are we doing here, bro? What are we doing? You know, I recommend to people who live in homes, grow your own fruit, grow your own vegetables. Dude, if you can, if you are like not in a city, get you some chickens. Bruh, get you some shit that could help you in the long run, bro. Because right now, we don't know what's gonna happen, and we don't know the actual just anything about it, man. We doing what we doing right now, and I honestly think everybody getting mad and upset is a good thing. It lets you know that there's something wrong. When everybody like okay and dancing and shit and partying and twerking, ain't shit wrong, man. I know I've been sounding doom and gloom lately, man, but when you walking up the street and you seeing shit that I see, bro, when you see ICE out there snatching up people and everything, and people like, man, see that stuff on TV. See, you confusing. You need to, cut the TV off. You can't cut real life off, bro. You walk up the street and you see ICE all out there, people chasing ICE and shit. They got the cameras out, they chasing them with their cars. Man, people tired. They tired of living in a damn war zone. This country is damn near a war zone right now. It's at war with itself. And you got people over here cheering for the people over here, and you got people over here cheering for people over here, and you got the people in the middle saying, hey, look, maybe we all should be working together. You know how hard that is to get people to work together and to realize that there are actual problems, man, and shit that we need to fix and work on, man. But you know what? I'm just preaching to the choir right now. I'm not trying to change anybody's thought process or get people to look at things a different way. I just want us to be honest with one another, having real conversations about shit. This nightmare that we live in, man, is kind of wild, man. You got your ups and downs. Your job calling you in on meetings and you don't know what the hell going on because you scared. You like, I got to pay my bills. I got to pay the bills. We got to have a place to live. And I tell people, anytime that we called into meetings, I get scared. They're like, why are you scared? I said, so many people losing their job. And I said, you don't understand that. I said, places that you thought were free from, layoffs like Amazon and FedEx and UPS, all of these warehouses that you thought were free from this type of stuff. The Target warehouse, the Walmart warehouses, all these places got warehouses. Ross got a warehouse. DD's Discount got warehouses. What do you think this shit comes from? You got people working at these facilities. Now these facilities are going automated. Just like the car manufacturers, they're taking shit automated. Now all of a sudden the cars are being assembled damn near by robots now. Robots never get sick. They don't complain. They don't need lunch breaks. They just keep going. But when you saving all this money, what do you do with all the people? And see, this is why I've been asking yourself, the wars, the air is contaminated, the water is contaminated, the food is contaminated. And I'm not saying, they're putting shit in there, man. I was in Poland. I was in the Czech Republic. And the reason why I say this, I was eating food there. We'd just say, you go there and you 100 pounds. You eat the food, you still 100 damn pounds. You get what I mean? You come here and you 100 pounds and you eat something, any damn thing. And it's like you 115 damn pounds later or 120. The food contains so much salt. KFC contains more salt and water than it actually does chicken. KFC. It's not considered chicken anymore. That's why they don't say Kentucky Fried Chicken no more. It has nothing to do with any damn thing else. It has something to do with the chicken. Bro, in my opinion, allegedly, you can find that shit out there if you look. Just look. You can find it all over the place. The reason why I don't link all the documents and every damn thing that I talk about, because after a while, YouTube started acting funny. And I know you mean, what you mean acting funny? Because see, you become something else to them. You know, you stop being a channel talking about shit. You more like a whistleblower, and YouTube don't like that. You remember all the conspiracy channels they used to have on YouTube? During the pandemic, they kicked all those people off of YouTube. They demonetized them, and they all disappeared and went to other, streaming services. But you see what I mean? This is why I say you got to be careful what you talk about here. Everything is like you against them, and again, that's just the way this world is right now, man. But till later, thank you for watching. Peace out.